Adrian Guardian would later realize the relationship didn't end when Nicole betrayed him. It ended the exact moment she decided he wouldn't fight back. "You're seriously embarrassing me right now," Nicole Clara whispered, her voice tight with irritation. "Adrian, just stop acting weak." Her nails pressed briefly into his wrist, not enough to cause pain, just enough to assert control. Then she let go and walked straight toward the only man she had always told him not to worry about, Daniel Hardy, the ex she described as immature, the mistake she claimed she had grown past, the man she promised meant nothing anymore. Yet somehow, he was standing in the middle of her parents' anniversary gala, looking very invited. Adrian remained standing near the champagne table, still holding Nicole's wine glass and her evening clutch. She had handed both to him minutes earlier without thinking, without even looking at him. The realization came quietly. He wasn't there as her partner anymore. He was there as support staff. The ballroom of the Lakeshore Regency shimmered with soft amber lighting. Crystal chandeliers scattered reflections across polished marble floors. A live band played smooth background jazz meant to signal elegance and stability. It felt almost ironic, because 20 feet away, something was quietly collapsing. At first, Nicole approached Daniel like it was just a greeting. Then she accelerated. She didn't walk. She rushed him, her arms wrapped around his neck with a familiarity Adrian hadn't felt from her in months. She buried her face into his shoulder and laughed. Not her natural laugh, her social laugh. The one she used when she wanted attention, and attention she got. Her father froze mid-conversation. Her mother stopped adjusting decorations. A group of business guests exchanged silent glances. The room didn't fall silent, but Adrian's world did. A strange pressure built behind his ribs. Not anger, recognition. Across the mirrored wall, he caught sight of himself. Well-dressed, successful, composed, holding another man's girlfriend's purse. That was when something inside him began quietly turning off. Then came the confirmation. The band leader announced a requested dance. Daniel extended his hand. Nicole accepted immediately. No hesitation, no glance back, no acknowledgement Adrian even existed. She allowed herself to be led to the center of the dance floor like Adrian had never been part of her life. At first it looked harmless. Then Daniel pulled her closer, her back pressed against his chest. His hands settled confidently at her waist, then lower. Nicole didn't correct the distance. She leaned into him, relaxed, comfortable. More comfortable than Adrian had seen her in months. 300 guests, family, executives, friends, and Adrian, standing alone holding her belongings. Max Clara, Nicole's cousin, shifted beside him. "Hey, you good?" he asked quietly. Adrian didn't respond. His throat felt locked. He forced himself to watch every detail. Nicole tilted her head back slightly and whispered something to Daniel that made him smile. Not politely, not kindly, possessively. Adrian had seen that smile before. He just hadn't understood what it meant. Until now. That was the exact second everything became simple. Not emotional, not dramatic. Clear. He didn't interrupt, didn't confront them, didn't create a scene she could later use to call him unstable. Instead, he calmly placed her wine glass on the nearest table, set her purse beside it, gave Max a small nod, and walked away. "Adrian, wait," Max said quietly. But Adrian was already moving, down the staircase, past the reception hall, through the glass doors. Cold air hit his face. Reality felt quieter outside. The parking lot was nearly empty. His car started smoothly. His hands didn't shake. That surprised him. He had expected anger or panic or heartbreak. Instead, there was just silence. A heavy internal silence. Like when background noise disappears and you suddenly realize how loud it had been. He drove home without turning on music, without calling anyone, without rehearsing arguments. Because somewhere between the ballroom and his driveway, Adrian had already understood something Nicole hadn't. She believed humiliation created power. She believed he would chase her, explain himself, fight for her approval. She believed she still controlled the outcome. By the time Nicole finally noticed Adrian was gone, Adrian Guardian was already removing himself from her life with the same precision he used to build his career. Because the most dangerous man isn't the one who screams. It isn't the one who threatens. It isn't the one who fights. It's the one who goes quiet. because he has finally understood exactly who you are. And that night, Adrian stopped trying to save a relationship that had already replaced him. To understand why Adrian Guardian didn't react that night, you have to understand something important. That night didn't break him. It confirmed what he had already been slowly realizing for months. Because betrayal rarely arrives like an explosion. Most of the time, it leaks in slowly. Quiet changes, small absences, subtle disrespect that grows until it becomes impossible to ignore. Adrian met Nicole Clara almost 3 years earlier at a charity development event. She was magnetic, quick with words, socially fearless, the kind of person who could walk into any room and become the center of it within minutes. Adrian was the opposite, structured, measured, an urban design consultant whose entire career was built on planning risk before it appeared. Where Nicole thrived in chaos, Adrian built stability. For a long time, that balance worked. She pulled him into social circles he would never have entered. He gave her consistency she had never experienced. After 14 months, they moved into a downtown apartment. After 2 years, they began talking about engagement. Adrian had even quietly begun setting money aside for a ring Nicole once admired in a boutique window. An emerald cut, understated, expensive but timeless. He had taken a photo of it, not because he planned to buy it immediately, because planners document everything. Then Daniel Hardy came back. Nicole mentioned it casually one evening while scrolling her phone. Daniel moved back to the city, she said. No eye contact, just information delivery. Okay, Adrian said calmly. We're just friends now, she added quickly. Don't make it weird. That phrase stayed with him. Don't make it weird. So he didn't. He trusted her. Adrian wasn't the jealous type. He didn't check her messages, didn't track her location, didn't interrogate her friendships. But patterns. Patterns were his profession. And the pattern began changing. At first it was small, later arrivals home. Event ran late. Then social media photos appeared from bars she never mentioned attending. Daniel is occasionally visible in the background. When Adrian asked, Nicole would sigh dramatically. Oh my God, Adrian, he just happened to be there. Stop turning everything into a problem. So Adrian tried harder to be reasonable. Then came the late night messages, her phone lighting up the bedroom at 11:47, 12:32, 1:18 a.m. Each time she would quickly turn the screen away. Client emergency, she'd say. Always vague, always dismissive. What disappeared wasn't just physical intimacy. It was warmth. She stopped asking about his projects, stopped touching his shoulder when passing him, stopped including him in her day. Adrian slowly became something between a roommate and a maintenance service, paying half the rent, fixing small things, providing stability, receiving distance. 2 weeks before the anniversary gala, they had their first real confrontation. Adrian asked calmly why Daniel was texting her after midnight on weekdays. Nicole's reaction was immediate and explosive. God, Adrian, you're exhausting. She didn't answer the question. She attacked the questioner. Daniel is going through a difficult period. He needs support. Why are you making everything about yourself? It was expertly done. Within minutes, the conversation had flipped. Adrian wasn't asking about boundaries anymore. He was defending his character. I'm not trying to control you, he said carefully. But Nicole was already winning the narrative. You're insecure, that's the problem, not Daniel. And Adrian did something he would later analyze many times. He apologized. He apologized for being uncomfortable that another man was texting his girlfriend at night. That's what emotional manipulation does. It makes you question your own reality. It makes you apologize for normal boundaries. Adrian didn't recognize it fully then, but another person did. 3 days later, his business partner Victor Hale noticed something was off during a project meeting. You look distracted, Victor said. Just tired, Adrian answered. Victor studied him for a moment. Personal situation? Adrian didn't answer directly. Victor just nodded slowly. Just remember something, he said. Confusion is usually information. Adrian didn't forget that sentence. Then came the anniversary night, Nicole's parents' formal celebration. Adrian had spent nearly 3 weeks helping Nicole's mother organize logistics because Nicole had been too busy. Guest lists, table layouts, vendor confirmations. Adrian knew exactly who was invited. Daniel Hardy wasn't on that list. When they arrived, Nicole barely spoke to him. Her attention kept drifting to the entrance. to her phone, to the crowd. "Who are you looking for?" Adrian asked quietly while handing her a drink. "No one," she said sharply. "Stop hovering." Her mother noticed. "Nicole, be nice," she said gently. Nicole rolled her eyes. "He's just being suffocating." Adrian said nothing. He had become very good at swallowing things. Then Daniel arrived, confident, relaxed, like he belonged there. Adrian immediately understood something important. Nicole hadn't been surprised. She had been waiting. For the next hour, Adrian watched something painful but educational. Nicole orbiting Daniel. Daniel touching her arm casually. Inside jokes Adrian wasn't part of. Every attempt Adrian made to join was subtly blocked, until Adrian finally pulled her aside. "People are noticing," he said quietly. "You're ignoring everyone else to focus on Daniel." That's when Nicole delivered the sentence Adrian would never forget. "You're pathetic, Adrian. Honestly, grow up." Then she handed him her drink, like assigning a task, and walked away. Minutes later, she was dancing with Daniel. And part 1 began. Driving away that night felt unreal, but something unexpected had happened. For the first time in months, Adrian's mind was quiet. The constant self-doubt had stopped. The confusion was gone. Because clarity is painful, but it is also peaceful. When he arrived home, he already knew Nicole wouldn't return until early morning. Probably with explanations ready. Probably with blame prepared. Adrian didn't wait. He packed deliberately. 2 suitcases, work laptop, documents, passport, backup drives. The things planners always secure first. He left the watch Nicole gave him on the dresser, deleted their shared photo from his desk. He didn't damage anything, didn't send messages, didn't block her. Because Adrian wasn't acting emotionally anymore. He was thinking structurally. What Nicole didn't know, what nobody there knew, was that Adrian Guardian didn't just design buildings. He specialized in risk assessment for high-value commercial projects, which meant one thing. He knew exactly how people behave when they think they have leverage, and exactly what to do when someone believes you won't respond. That night wasn't the beginning of his reaction. It was the end of his hesitation. Because once a planner stops hoping, he starts preparing. And Adrian had just reached that point. Adrian didn't destroy anything when he left. That was the first thing Nicole failed to understand. He didn't throw her clothes out, didn't leave angry messages, didn't break photos, didn't even leave a note. Instead, he washed the dishes, made the bed, cleared his side of the bathroom. He wanted the apartment to look untouched, not abandoned, erased, as if he had slowly faded out of existence. That detail would disturb Nicole more than any fight ever could. He left just before midnight. By the time the anniversary party was still in full motion, Adrian Guardian was already across the city. His older brother, Lucas Guardian, opened the door. Lucas looked at Adrian, then at the 2 suitcases, then back at Adrian's face. He didn't ask what happened, didn't ask if Nicole cheated, didn't ask if Adrian was okay. He simply stepped aside and said, "Guest room's ready." That was all. Some people understand without needing explanations. Adrian turned his phone off. For the first time in months, he slept without waking up. The next morning, he turned his phone on for exactly 4 minutes. 14 missed calls, 9 messages, 3 voicemails. Nicole's first message arrived at 1:12 a.m. "Where did you go?" 1:26 a.m. "You seriously just left? That's immature." 1:58 a.m. "People are asking where you are, this is embarrassing." 2:37 a.m. Adrian answered me. "Stop being dramatic." Then the tone changed. 8:42 a.m. "Why are your things gone?" 8:44 a.m. "Adrian, this isn't funny." 9:03 a.m. "Call me, now." 9:31 a.m. "You can't just disappear like this." Adrian read them like case notes, emotionally neutral, like observing behavioral data. Then he blocked her number, blocked Daniel, blocked Nicole's younger sister. He did not block her parents. He respected them too much. Instead, he muted the thread. Because Adrian understood something Nicole didn't. Drama requires participation. Remove one participant, the performance collapses. For 7 days, Adrian became invisible. He went to work, completed projects, moved gym hours, changed routines. Lucas was the only one who knew where he was staying. On Tuesday, Lucas handed him a beer. She's going to panic, Lucas said calmly. She's used to being controlled. Adrian nodded. I know. Lucas studied him. You okay? Adrian thought for a moment. I'm clear, he answered. That answer surprised even him. By Wednesday, Nicole had visited their apartment multiple times. By Thursday, she was calling mutual friends. By Friday, she had created a new version of events. Lucas showed Adrian messages. She's telling people you had some kind of breakdown. Adrian gave a small nod. Predictable. She's saying you got jealous over a harmless dance. Adrian almost smiled. Let her talk. Because Adrian knew something Nicole didn't. Stories collapse when facts arrive. And too many people had seen what happened. Then came the email. Subject line. Please read. I'm begging you. Adrian opened it. Not emotionally, professionally. Nicole wrote, I don't know where you are. I've been crying. I know you're upset about the dance. I was drunk. It meant nothing. Daniel means nothing. Please don't throw away 3 years over one mistake. Adrian stared at one sentence. One mistake. That told him everything. She still didn't understand. It wasn't the dance, it wasn't Daniel. It wasn't even that night. It was 6 months of erosion. 6 months of small disrespect. 6 months of narrative manipulation. The dance had simply been the public confirmation. Adrian closed the email. Did not respond. That was the first real consequence Nicole experienced. Not anger, not rejection. Silence. The weekend passed. On Monday, Adrian signed a lease. Smaller apartment, older building, no shared memories, no shared routines, no emotional debt. 2 weeks later, the real shift began. Not because Adrian acted, because reality caught up to Nicole. Max Clara contacted Adrian, said he needed to return something Adrian left months ago. It was obviously an excuse. They met at a quiet bar. Max looked uncomfortable. She's not doing well, Max said. Adrian didn't ask how. Max continued anyway. I've never seen her like this. Adrian took a slow sip of his drink. She looks fine online. Max gave a tired laugh. That's a performance. Then he leaned closer. Her parents are furious. That caught Adrian's attention. My aunt told her what she did was the most humiliating thing she's ever seen. Max paused. They really respected you. Adrian said nothing. Max continued. Nicole thought you'd chase her. That sentence hung in the air. She's never had someone just walk away. Adrian finally spoke. Walking away is underrated. Max studied him carefully. You knew this would happen. It wasn't a question. Adrian didn't deny it. Because this was the hidden truth Nicole never understood. Adrian wasn't reacting. He was executing a decision. Because planners don't explode. They adjust positioning. And once Adrian Guardian stopped trying to fix the relationship, he started protecting himself from it. Nicole thought silence meant weakness. She was about to learn. Silence was strategy. And this was only the beginning. Nicole thought the worst thing Adrian could do was yell at her. She was wrong. The worst thing he did was nothing. And nothing is terrifying when you're used to control. Max was the one who told Adrian how things were really unfolding. They met again 2 weeks later. Same bar, same quiet corner. Max looked exhausted this time. Things got worse, he said. Adrian didn't ask how. Max continued anyway. Her dad cut her off. That surprised Adrian slightly. Financially? Max nodded. Car insurance, phone plan, some credit card help. All gone. Max took a slow drink. My uncle said if she wants to behave like she's still in college, she can fund that lifestyle herself. Adrian said nothing. Max then smirked slightly. And Daniel? Adrian looked up. Max shook his head. That might be the most predictable part. What happened? Max laughed quietly. He lives for the chase. The moment you disappeared, the competition disappeared. Adrian already understood. The forbidden fruit effect ended, Max said. Adrian nodded slowly. And? Max pulled out his phone. Daniel flew back to Europe, posted photos with some influencer 3 days later. Adrian looked at the screen briefly. Daniel smiling, arm around another woman, like Nicole had never existed. Adrian felt something then. Not happiness, not revenge, just confirmation. Nicole had traded stability for excitement that didn't even last 2 weeks. Max leaned forward. She didn't expect that. No, Adrian said quietly. She expected you to fight. Adrian gave a small nod. Most people do. Then Max said something important. She's realizing something now. Adrian didn't ask. Max answered anyway. That the person who actually showed up for her isn't coming back. Adrian finished his drink slowly. He didn't smile. He didn't celebrate. Because this wasn't victory. It was consequence. A month later, Adrian was leaving his office building during a cold evening rain. Umbrella half open, thinking about a zoning report. When he heard his name, Adrian, he froze. That voice sounded different, smaller. He turned. Nicole stood under a cafe awning, and for the first time since he met her, she looked uncertain. Gone was the confident social performer. No makeup, hair pulled back carelessly, oversized sweater, dark circles under her eyes. She looked like someone who hadn't been sleeping. For a second, Adrian saw the person she might have been without the performance. He didn't move toward her, didn't move away, just waited. She stepped closer, hope flickering carefully. You didn't block my email, she said. I read it, Adrian answered calmly. Her face tightened slightly. And? Nothing. That word hit harder than shouting. Nicole swallowed. Can we just talk? 5 minutes, that's all. Adrian didn't answer immediately. She continued. I went to your brother's place. He wouldn't tell me anything. Of course he wouldn't. I went to your gym. They said you changed locations. Correct. I tried your office. Security had instructions. You just disappeared. Adrian finally spoke. That was intentional. Her eyes filled. Why are you doing this? Her voice cracked. Is this some kind of punishment? Adrian shook his head slightly. No. Then what is it? This is what leaving looks like. That confused her. I'm not punishing you, Adrian continued calmly. I'm removing myself from a situation where I wasn't respected. Nicole's voice suddenly rose. It was one dance. People nearby turned slightly. Adrian didn't raise his voice. It wasn't the dance. She shook her head violently. I was drunk. I wasn't thinking. Adrian stepped slightly closer. Not aggressive, just precise. I asked you to stop. Nicole went quiet. You remember that part? She didn't answer. You looked at me, Adrian continued, and called me pathetic. Rain hit the pavement harder. You made a decision. Nicole broke. I chose wrong, she whispered. She reached for his hand. Adrian stepped back. That small movement hit harder than rejection. I know, he said calmly, but decisions don't disappear because we regret them. Tears mixed with rain. I miss you, she whispered. Adrian didn't react. I'm alone, she continued. Daniel left. No reaction. My friends think I'm the bad guy. No reaction. My parents barely talk to me. Silence. I have nothing now, Adrian finally answered. You have exactly what you chose. Nicole stared. You said I was too predictable, Adrian continued calmly. Too stable. Her face collapsed. You wanted excitement. More tears. You said I was boring. She began shaking her head. I didn't mean... You wanted chaos. Silence. Now you have it. Nicole's last defense appeared. I can change. Adrian didn't respond. I'll cut Daniel off. Too late. I'll do therapy. Not relevant. I'll do whatever you want. That was the sentence that ended it. Adrian looked at her for a long moment, then said something she wasn't prepared for. I don't want anything from you. That was the real Uter, because negotiations require value, and Adrian was no longer negotiating. Nicole realized something terrifying in that moment. She wasn't trying to win him back anymore. She was trying to stop losing him completely. And she was too late. Because what Nicole still didn't understand, what she was only beginning to realize, was that Adrian Guardian hadn't just emotionally detached. He had already mentally closed the file. And when a planner closes a file, he doesn't reopen it. Adrian looked at Nicole carefully that night in the rain. Not the way he used to. Not searching for warmth. Not searching for memories. not searching for the woman he once planned a future with. He searched for something else, anything that still connected him to her. Anger, pain, love. There was nothing, just distance, like looking at someone he used to know in another lifetime, or a stranger who happened to know his name. "I can't come back, Nicole," he said quietly. Her face crumbled. "Why?" Adrian answered without hesitation. "Because that life doesn't exist anymore." Rain tapped steadily against the sidewalk. "You didn't damage it," he continued calmly. "You ended it." Nicole's voice broke. "We can fix it." Adrian slowly shook his head. "Some things aren't meant to be fixed." She took a step closer. "I said I was sorry." Adrian nodded once. "I know." "Then why won't you try?" That was the last question she had. Adrian answered honestly. "Because I already tried." That silence afterward said everything. Nicole tried one final attempt. "If you walk away now," she said through tears, "I swear I'll never speak to you again." Adrian recognized it instantly. The old Nicole. The one trying to regain control. The one trying to make him react. 6 months earlier, that threat might have worked. Now, it meant nothing. He opened his umbrella. "Goodbye, Nicole." And he walked away. He didn't look back, didn't pause, didn't slow down. Her crying slowly disappeared into the sound of traffic and rain. And with it, so did the last emotional hold she had on him. That was the last time Adrian Guardian ever saw her. 6 months have passed since that night. There was no dramatic redemption arc, no sudden transformation, no cinematic reconciliation. Life rarely works like that. From what Adrian later heard through mutual circles, Nicole had moved back with her parents, trying to rebuild, trying to explain, trying to live with a decision she couldn't undo. Her father apparently still mentioned Adrian sometimes at dinner, not angrily, disappointed. Not because Adrian left, but because Nicole let him. And disappointment lasts longer than anger. As for Adrian, something unexpected happened. Life became quieter, simpler, cleaner. 3 months after everything ended, he accepted a senior position at his firm. More responsibility, better projects, more trust. Not because he changed, because he stopped carrying emotional chaos that wasn't his to manage. And then he met someone. Not dramatically, not through dating apps, not through friends, through normal life. Her name was Clara Bennett, a trauma physician. Calm, direct, emotionally steady. The first thing Adrian noticed wasn't attraction, it was consistency. The first time they attended an event together, something small happened. One of Clara's former partners appeared unexpectedly. Adrian felt the old reflex prepare him for discomfort, but Clara simply took Adrian's hand naturally, introduced him immediately. No hesitation, no performance. "This is Adrian," she said, "my partner." No games, no ambiguity, no tests. Later that night, she asked him something simple. "Are you comfortable here?" Not "are you jealous?" Not "are you insecure?" Just awareness. That small moment meant more than grand gestures ever could. Because Adrian finally understood something most people learn too late. Love isn't proven in big moments. It's proven in small ones. Respect isn't loud. It's consistent. Drama feels intense. Stability feels safe. And safe is rare. That night, Adrian realized something he would never forget. Self-respect doesn't scream. It doesn't argue. It doesn't try to convince someone to value you. It simply recognizes when you are not valued and quietly removes you from the situation. Because the strongest message you can send someone who thinks you are replaceable is not revenge. It's absence. And Nicole eventually learned something too. Not from Adrian, not from a conversation, but from silence. Because sometimes the loudest lesson a person ever receives is the sound of someone no longer trying to stay. And Adrian Guardian never tried again.